you're actually in an interesting position there, where you're testing and seeing a lot of this stuff way before it's going to get implemented. So what does that look like, and what does the future look like from where you all stand in regards to 5G and the full implementation of 5G?
Yeah, I would say automation seems to be the key demand that we're seeing in a lot of the sort of work that's going on at the moment. How do we automate the networks to help them be more agile, but also to keep costs down, which you heard earlier on about the cost side of it. So we're seeing certainly a drive to bring more and more automation technologies inside the network, from how it's planned, how it's deployed, how it's operated. I think that's probably one of the key areas, and utilizing sort of early machine learning, maybe a bit of early artificial intelligence to drive that. I think what some of the innovative areas that I'm pretty excited about that we're starting to see as well is starting to think about using the radio network as a sensor in itself, so radio sensing. So we tend to think of the radio network and 5G as a mechanism for delivering our services, voice, video, data. But actually the radio itself provides a very rich set of additional information on the objects and the environments it's operating within. And we're only starting to sort of scratch the surface and realizing that that's a very powerful set of information that could be used to give tactical advantage. And I think that's a big area we're going to see more and more of. And the other, probably the last area is around, again, on the radio side of it, we've got early technologies called integrated access backhaul, which is basically where you're using the radio as a mechanism to, instead of having fiber installations where you can backhaul or daisy chain between cell sites to keep costs down. But I think we're going to see an enhancement of that as we start to realize there's opportunities here to have really rapid deployments where you don't need to have that in-ground fiber implementations, where you can actually use some of the available spectrum to actually create these mesh backhaul networks. And that sort of whole mesh network design starts becoming more and more prevalent, both in the public sector, but also in the military. And I think we're going to see a lot more of that there coming in the next number of years, because just with where we're seeing the early demand and the testing.